I would like to give all praises to Yahweh Bashin Yahushua, Kwakadaj, and double honors to the elders of GMS that rule well. Salutation to the elders, that's doing great work. To the apostles, to the brothers that's doing great work across the globe, diligently night and day and night. Shout out to you sincere sisters who's loving Yahweh Bashin Yahushua, loving yourself, respecting yourself, loving your husband, respecting your husband, love your children, taking care of your home, doing the righteous things in the eyes of the Lord. Shout out to the hopeful elect that's doing the positive things, right? So we have a topic here. This is fair use. Fair use. All right, we have a topic here of former Mayor Giuliani, Rudy Giuliani, the New York City devil, Nero's cousin. He's a Roman, modern day Roman, right? Which is, today they're called the Italians, right? So this man is fighting for his life. This is the same man that locked up 2.4 million black and Latinos across the 5 boroughs, and those who came into the state of New York got caught up with crimes and mischief by default and fault. So this man now is being promoted that he losing his life. And for the record, man, we don't give a fuck. So we don't give a fuck about your life. Fuck your life. You done caused a lot of trauma, and you done accused and put black men behind bars, and those demon niggas that deserve to be behind bars. I can understand that part, but nobody should be in that motherfucker besides rapists and pedophiles and murderers, man. Keep them niggas in there, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I feel. You know what I'm saying? And not for nothing, man. A lot of brothers and sisters that was caught on petty crimes and accused of crime they didn't commit. You had your police officers out here committing false allegations and allegation fraud on black and Latinos out here, man. But we know that according to the Bible, we know that these are the blessings and cursings that you have bestowed upon us. You understand? Because our rebelliousness, the Lord said He will do these things to us, man. So, and then you played the intricate part in our demise, man. You made us go against each other, and you added more afflictions to the wound, okay? So, we don't feel sorry for you, you fucking devil. Fuck you, fuck your life, man. Die. You understand? So, that's how we feel, man. That's how us Israelites feel, and that's how other Israelites that's not in the truth, that went through the same punishment, or understand the same punishment without knowing that they're the Israelites, went through the same scrutiny under this man fucking rulership and the fucking boroughs, man. Okay? It was about money, man. Money. They didn't give a fuck about black people. You understand? Getting locked up, getting arrested because of this fucking man. Okay? This man he done did the most terrible things you could have fucking imagined. All right, let's read here. Give me a second. It's a little hot. So y'all hear, son, that's my wind blowing. Give me a second. So it says, breaking Giuliani hospitalized. Rudy Giuliani, former NYC mayor, is reportedly in the critical but stable condition in the hospital. His team announces a polarizing figure. His time leading New York City in the 90s was defined by aggressive policing strategies like zero tolerance, stop and frisk, and broken windows. Critics have long argued those policies led to mass arrests that disproportionately impacted black and brown men. So yes, this is what I was saying. You know, we was accused of shit, stop and frisk. You stopping kids, you know, for no fucking reason, man. You know, I was a victim of that shit, man. Plenty of times, man. Got arrested, got caught up, was put behind bars. I know, man. I know that fucking pain, man. You know? I know that pain, you know? I wanted to hurt these motherfuckers, man. You know? But Yahweh gonna get the last laugh on you crackers, man. Yahweh gonna get the last laugh on you demons, man. All you crackers, all you wicked Israelites, all you wicked ass East Indians, all you wicked ass Africans, all you wicked ass other nations that you have caused so much pain and affliction. You know, have a lot of hatred in your heart when you saw us, man. I'm not talking about the ones that stayed out the way and, you know, they was fear or had some kind of, you know, respect, you know, to a degree. I'm not talking about those, man. I'm talking about the majority of the mass of those people from each one of these fucking nations that held the responsibility of the crimes and the murder and the wicked things that you have done towards our people, man. You know, I say this, man, fuck you, man. You know, it is no disrespect. I ain't trying to be disrespectful, but if you ain't black and if you ain't brown and you never been through a situation, you will never understand. Now, other races that have been arrested, accused of crimes and murder that they have done, you know what I'm saying? Well, listen, well, welcome to the party of that part being accused. But they did it on a high scale just to make us go in that fucking prison system. They wasn't looking for a numerous of white people to go in that prison system. When you look in the prison system, 90% of the prison population is black and brown men. The rest is Asian, Jewish, so-called white men, whatever, man. So every other race in there has a small fraction that played a part in you know, in this situation, man. Okay, but we are the majority of the rule that was sodomized in this situation, man. That was brutalized in this situation, man. You know, that was set up. The system is corrupt, man. And it says, especially through tactics that targeted low-level offenses. So they knew that we didn't have the money to fight, to have lawyers to fight it. They knew we had to take plea bargain deals that fucked up our records. Now we are felonies. Now we have felons with felonies. Now we have misdemeanor charges, all kind of stuff, man. Aggravated assault, attempted murder, all kind of things, man. That's why you brothers and sisters, man, you don't know, man. You think you know, you don't really know, man. There's people out here, man, that will motherfucking put destruction and pain on your life, man. Out here, man. There's some wicked people out here, man. It says, during his administration, hundreds of thousands of New Yorkers were arrested each year, with total arrests in the city climbing to well over 300,000 annually by the late 90s. Black and Latino men made up a significant share of those arrests, fueling ongoing debates about over policing and systematic bias. Yes, because they didn't go in Park Slope, they didn't go in Bay Ridge, they didn't go in Bensonhurst, they didn't go to Coney Island like that, they didn't go to fucking Dyker Heights, they didn't go to fucking Mill Basin, they didn't go to certain parts of Canarsie, they didn't go to these places. They went to East New York, Brownsville, Bever-Stuyvesant, Fort Greene, all right? Crown Heights, okay? East Flatbush, okay? That's where you went to get us, man. You came to our neighborhoods, you caused strife, and you over-policed. We didn't need your goddamn policing. We didn't need your policing. So now, you bring a story about him dying? So fucking what? We don't give a fuck about his life. You always want the so-called black man to look fucking the worst. When DMX died, you had a daily news article. You had him on the left hand side, and you had one of the royal families on the right hand side, and how you worded the fucking the papers. You said on the front page of the cover, you said DMX rapper dead. Oh, royal family passed away. The way you use subtle words to make it seem like fuck black life and praise royal life. Fuck royal life. Because he ain't the royal blood. He ain't the true Jew. We are the true biblical Jews. And historically. You want sympathy and empathy for the fucking people? Fuck you, man. Fuck you. Cause I remember before I got locked up and I went to Spofford, right? Listen to this. When I was 15 years old, walking, had a basketball in my hand, a do-rag on my head, right? The police jumped on the curb. I'm in my projects where I was born and raised in boulevard houses. They jumped on the curb. Police jumped at me. Yo, man, where you going, man? I had a basketball. I just came from the basketball court. They come, jumped on the curb, had like 20 men on me. Threatening me. My own fucking people, my own kind was doing it. Trying to prove a point to each so that he's down with the get down. If it wasn't for my father came from farm country on Leonard Boulevard. He came down, walked down the street, saw the men on top of me. My father was ready to go to war. My father said, man, if you don't let my motherfucking son go, nigga, I'll kill you. Yeah. They trying to, the whole community was coming up that ramp. They back out. The same crackers, when they go home on a long day's work, they wife asks them, hey, honey, how was work? They say, it was fine, it was normal. I had to press a nigga, had to wrestle a little nigga bastard. But you want to join their armed forces. You want to shake hands with the devil. I don't care who hears this, who don't like this video I'm saying right now. You don't know the pain and afflictions that I endure. You don't know the pain and afflictions that black people have suffered, man. God punished us already automatically for breaking his laws and commandments. Right? And then you know what y'all do? You jump in the mix, do stupid shit, get us caught up, and then you run out and slither out like you didn't do no wrong. Nah, hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Somebody said prayers up. The fuck is this? Let's go to the comment board. Look at this. Love him or hate him, the city cleaned up and for the first time in years was actually pretty safe. That's a goddamn lie. That was a goddamn lie. Look at this shit. They got people. Look at this. Look at this wicked shit. It's your time now, man. That reaper want that soul, man. The Lord coming for that damn soul. You a demon. Fucking demon. Let's go ahead, man. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right. It says the aggressive expansion of stop and frisk, policing. And I'm quite sure that other states, where other brothers and sisters live in their respective states, Chicago, Jersey, Connecticut, Boston, especially in Boston. I want to talk about, especially in Boston, in Brockton, Boston, where all the black and Latinos live at. You went and you did a lot of murder and you did a lot of shit to those people in Brockton. Okay? You did a lot of heavy shit over there, man. And especially in the state of Pennsylvania, from Pittsburgh to North Philly to South Philly, you did a lot of damage to us, man. To the DMV area of Maryland, Washington, D.C. West Virginia, shall go on. New Orleans, come on. Everywhere we go out, black people reside at, you did wrong to us. It said the aggression expansion of stop and frisk policing, often referred to as stop, question, and frisk, was a key element of the broken windows strategy implemented. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Yeah, so I apologize, guys. I'm back. And was a key element of the broken window strategy implemented under Mayor Rudy Giuliani 94 to 2001. Now, so I wanna talk about this because the reason why they went hard, because the crack era under was that who that I think was Ronald Reagan administration, or the crack era from the late 70s and 80s, it was so fucking bad. They had to do something, but they were the ones that caused the problem, and now they want to give a solution. They had to have some kind of they planned this. This was a tactic that they had to use to hurt black people. They hate us Israelites. They don't do it to Egyptologists in a whole. They don't do this to Christianity in a whole. They know that you're the biblical Jews. They know that you are the Israelites. I don't care if you don't believe. We know what the word said. We know what Yahweh said. We the true Jews. We the biblical Jews, historically and biblically. I don't give a damn if you don't believe it or not. They come up with crafty counsel to come against us. Why? Because you're the most gifted, the most talented, the most beautiful, the most loving, most kind. And at times, on the flip side, we could be the most destructive ass people. Because we don't follow God's laws, man. We don't believe in his son, Hamashiach Yahushua, the black Messiah, man. It says, in New York City, the policy was designed to target low-level offenses, such as fare evasion and public drinking, to prevent more serious crimes. So, people drinking beer or whatever, look, they ain't bothering nobody. They mind their fucking business. And they still doing that to this fucking day. Giving people a ticket. Being a police officer is one of the worst fucking things that you can do, right? As a job, as a profession, when you're abusing that power. I'm not saying don't be a police officer. You do whatever the fuck you want to do. Right? When you really look at it, you say, damn, I really want to take down bad guys. Is it really about bad guys? Is it really about them? Come on, let's keep it real here. It's not about the bad guys. It's about getting the children of Israel, God's chosen people, in any way, shape, or form down. It's about Esau and Jacob. All right? It's past the color of your skin, man. They want you because God has given us the promise in the everlasting covenant for us to inherit the kingdom and rule it forever. Okay? Esau mad because he sold his birthright. He can't get it right. So he's trying to be the most domineering person on this planet to rule and to control. And the police, the NYPD and the LAPD, all law enforcement, they work under one entity, which is the elites. All right? And we ain't seen nothing yet. When they turn up on this mark of the beast, when all law enforcement come together, they're going to come and they're going to destroy and kill and put you in concentration camps. If you don't believe it, look it up. They got FEMA camps. They got certain. Look at Walmart. When you turn that word Walmart around, it's called martial law. They got big vacancies sitting around with caskets in it. For what day? Because they know people are going to deny that mark of the beast and they're going to kill people, man. They're going to kill people on that day, man. Mark my damn words. As the Bible has spoken it, and it will come true. Everything that the Lord has spoken have come to pass already. The majority of the prophecies, man. So I'm letting you guys know. Be very careful, man. Be very careful. You got a lot of our people that's under their ass, man. Traitors. Key aspects of this policing strategy included the broken windows theory. Giuliani, along with Police Commissioner William Bratton at that time, focused on cracking down on minor crimes to reduce serious crime in the city, right? Police expansion and tactics. The NYPD increased and police were urged to use high visibility tactics, including targeting squeegee men, public urination, and vandalism. So they got those type of men to be a headache to the things that was not paying attention to. Urination, drinking, smoking weed, whatever. Little stupid shit, vandalism, you spray painting, you know what I'm saying? Those type of things, man. Targeting minorities, which is who? The so-called African American, the so-called West Indians, the so-called Native Americans, and the so-called Hispanics, man. Okay? Targeting minorities. Critics, including the NYCLU, urged that the police unfairly targeted Black and Hispanic New Yorkers. They did that already. They did it. You know, this was the argument, man. But the argument went on deaf ears. But the Lord is going to show his true power when he come and destroy, man, when them angels, man. That's when the Lord's going to answer. When the Lord send them fucking missiles to America, which is Babylon the Great, sending them ICBM missiles, the intercontinental ballistic missiles, destroy this wicked ass place, man. Burn this shit up in fervent heat. It's going to destroy this place, man, for this wicked crimes and the atrocities and the evil doing that you have committed on this earth, man. You don't commit this foul doctrine. You don't commit foul killings. You don't commit foul murder. You don't commit it, and you let people of other races have done it so wrong. But your time is coming, Esau. Said CompStat interrogation. Giuliani stated that the stops were self-selected and dedicated by CompStat, a crime statistics computer program. That's bullshit. You did it because you wanted to. You did it because it was a game to you. You did it because it was fun to you. You did it because you want to see black men and brown men, black women, brown women get locked up in your system, in your corrupt system, your corrupt regime system. You don't put bullshit infrastructures. You don't put welfare, child support, BCW, ACS cases out here. So now parents can't reprimand their children when they're doing bad. Because you know that when we reprimand our children, you know that they ask in order. Now you got laws that protect children. To come against that, what you do, you tell kids they have the right to call 911, BCW hotline, ACS hotline. You did it, man. I witnessed this all through those years, man. For you younger brothers that's in the truth, that's born 99, 2000, 2001, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, 7, and up, you was too young. You don't know. Okay? You don't know that part. All right? You don't know about the crack era. Okay? It was something terrible. But you know now of what your ancestors went through. You know what your forefathers and foremothers been through. But serve us right too, because we was disobedient. We was a rebellious house to the Lord. So the Lord put all these inflictions and damnation on us, man. Not because he want to see hurt against us, because we didn't follow his commandment. Let's get that real quick. Okay? Let's get that real quick. Let me get that, and then we're gonna break this down, man. Let's go to Book of Baruch. I apologize for my yelling. You know, I'm just very passionate. I apologize. Okay. Right, this is Baruch 4 and 6. It says, ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction. So the Lord sold us to the nations, but not to destroy us, but to reprimand us to give us, to show us, okay, since you want to be rebellious, I'm going to let these heathens take over you. Okay? But because you move God to wrath, because we move God to wrath, how? Adultery, fornication, idolatry, witchcraft, sorcery, all these things, man. Murder, stealing, thieving, killing, lying. All right? Child abuse, animal abuse, all these things, man. Right? Ye were delivered unto the enemy. So we were delivered to our enemy. That's why we went through this, because we were delivered unto the enemy. So you gotta ask yourself, what kind of God get a sick, demented way of seeing people suffer this way? God doesn't get a satisfaction in that. God do it because he is the higher power. For instance, if your child is disobedient, your child is doing all kind of bad things, you're gonna keep rewarding your child of bad things, and you're not gonna reprimand them. They gotta get some kind of reprimanding, man. They gotta get reprimanded, man. You don't give your child no good blessing after they done destroyed and did some wicked shit. Hell no. Verse 7, for ye provoked him that made you by sacrifice unto devils and not to God. That's why, because we have sacrificed ourselves to devils, man. You made our pledge to the wicked, and we have disannulled what God has given us, man. So that's what God said, I'm going to punish you. Verse 8, ye have forgotten the everlasting God. We forgot our everlasting power that brought you up, and ye have grieved Jerusalem that nursed you. So you have made your nursing place grievous. You done grieved against it, right? And went against God and his everlasting power, and you done gave light and strength unto the wicked. This is why God had to destroy our black asses, man, in the process, man. Because we were so damn hard-headed, man. So, verse 9, for when she saw the wrath of Yahweh coming upon you, she said, hearken, O ye that dwell about Sion. God hath brought upon me great mourning. Let me read it again. Verse 9, for when she saw the wrath of God coming. Who is she talking about? All right? For when she saw the wrath of God coming. All right? Upon you. She said, hearken, O ye that dwell about Sion. Right? The she is talking about wisdom, man. Wisdom is like our mother. It's sad because we done left the knowledge and the wisdom and the understanding that Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shah has did for us and given us, man. Yahweh has given us something so precious. The law is perfect, but we didn't keep the law perfect. It's not grievous, but the law make men become grievous in a way of, it's not grievous. When I say it makes men in a way become grievous because men can't understand and fathom and know how to equip how the law is supposed to be taught. So it's somewhat like a burden, but it's not a burden. Because it asks for you to do one thing, is to be righteous in the eyes of the Lord. You know, so the Lord had, what the Lord had to do, he had to send his only begotten son, which is Mashiach Yahweh Shah, right, to die on the cross so that we could redeem ourselves and have true repentance. And come back to Yahweh Shah, because we can't get to the Father without him. All right, let's go to Psalms. Psalm 83, the first chapter. It says, a song of Psalm of Asaph, keep not thou silence, O power. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O power. Verse 2, for lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up thy head. So these people have made a tumult. They have planned divisive schemes. They have come up with a wicked way of getting us. You understand? All right. Verse 3, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy head ones. They took crafty counsel against us, man. They have done these things, man. Verse 4, they have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation. Who are these people that want to cut off us, black and brown men. That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. So that's what he did. They didn't want our name, which is the name of Israel, to be in remembrance. Verse 5, for they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. They have confederate against thee. They have planned and have infrastructure against us, man. I'm telling y'all, man, this shit is real, man. Y'all don't gotta believe it or not, man. Believe, man. I'm telling y'all, man. This man don't love you, man. So let's see what the nation that came against us. The tabernacles of Edom, the house of Edom, and which is the so-called white man, and the Ishmaelites, which is the so-called Arab man. Okay, the Moab, which is the so-called Oriental people. Okay, with the Chinese and the Hagarenes. I believe they was Africans as well. I might be wrong. Verse 7, Gabal and Ammon, which is the so-called fake Jews, and Ammon. And Amalek is the fake Jew. Okay, the Philistines are the Africans with the tablets of Tyre. They are Africans right there. Hasor also joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Okay, Salah. That's what they do. They come all these nations to come against us, man. All right. So these people are fucking evil, man. And when they do evil, this is what they do. This is what they do. Right here. Right here. Zechariah 11 and 5. They said, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. And they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pitied them off. Let me read back again. It said, whose possessors slay them. Who are the possessors? These heathens that I just mentioned. And hold themselves not guilty. So that's what they do. They hold themselves not guilty, man. And they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord. So there you go. So I hope this video was edifying. Hope you guys understand the message, what the message was saying. Shalom.